It's F1 Manager time for the second race of Season 2. I'm trying to get this done as quick as possible, but it's difficult and I don't like playing this game too much. Pit stops in Bahrain were absolutely woeful. 6/10 off best, I think that said. Not great, but P4 and 5 is a much better way to start the season than how we did last season. Because both drivers crashed in Season 1, their engines were flipped, and it wasn't a very good foundation to start the season on. However, this time it's a much better way to start the season. And George Russell is now 90 rated, same as Lewis Hamilton. And we do the pit crew testing, focusing on pit stop time. Raise and lower car wheel gun. Use tyres off, tyres, release. I think I'm just going to leave it on. Use tyres off. Yeah, use tyres off. Lewis Hamilton and Bono's affinity has gone down. Lewis Hamilton's morale has gone down. His aggression has gone up. Anyway, we're designing some parts for this car because we've got nothing going on at the moment. We have new side pods, yes, and a new rear wing, so let's develop everything else but those two. I think I'm going to use 2 upgrades with half the hours each, and then 2 with no hours. Yep, nice. Decent gains. We were really slow in the high speed, in fairness. But anyway. Let's go! New front wing. This upgrade should come on for Baku. I do remember after Jeddah checking and realising I have 15 engines, 15 engineers rather. Now designing a new underfloor, that would be pretty good for drag reduction. Put 2 engineers on that. 39 days, probably going to need more than 2 to be honest. Oh, we could rush it. I think I'm going to rush it. Yeah, nice. We shouldn't have to worry about the cost cap. Not this season anyway, we won't be buying as many new engines. Two engineers, 1 engineer. Can we get that done in 46 days? Yes, we can. Now suspension. Yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be good. This car is going to cook. Hopefully we can have more than 1 win this season. Although we did have 2 technically last season. George in Canada, where he won it across the line. And Lewis in Spa sprint race. He won the sprint race. Side pod manufacturing complete. I probably shouldn't make as many of them as what I did, to be honest. Race prep at Saudi Arabia, here we go. They want 1 car in Q3. I think I can get both cars in the top 10. And obviously if we're going to do that, then we can get both cars into Q2. And then I think we can get both cars in the top 10 for the race as well. Perez tops FP2 with us 2nd and 3rd, and George tops FP3 with Lewis.
Let's hope the teams took advantage of
Lewis
practice.
5th,
It's time for
97
qualifying.
and 96
Jeddah
driver perhaps.
street circuit is rather prone to yellow and red flags during qualifying, as drivers and walls often meet. Strategists will be looking for the perfect gap, but need to make sure drivers get their lap in.
And in terms of the driver we've got here, Nick de Vries, how do you think he's feeling at this moment?
We saw some disappointing lap times from them in practice. It could be that the team were experimenting with the car, but the pressure's now on them to deliver.
Here we go, folks. It's time to get started.
It's time to cook the whole field in qualifying. End of Q1, we start our first flying lap of the session, trying to save as many sets of softs as we can. Nice through turn 1 and 2. Lewis just seems to be so in swing with the car, unlike real life. Oh well. Oh well. Lewis with a green first sector. Unfortunately no purples, George with green as well. 31.7 is a purple sector and we set 31.9, okay, so 2/10 off. Hard pass. Well, hopefully ahead of the two Ferraris, possibly even on the front row. Not that Q1 would be the final grid order, but you never know, we could get that 2 sessions in a row. Nice through there, he could be a bit more committed to some of those outer curves. Session is now over. I think we'll be comfortably through. I think I'm going to conserve to the line, to be honest. George is green, he might be getting held up. Yeah, look, I can serve with Lewis up to the line.
Make sure that we don't fall off a cliff on that time.
Just make sure we save everything and not spend too much. He goes P5. Only a couple of tenths off Carlos. George goes P6. It's a 5.6 or 5.7, but it's safely through to Q2. Speaking of Q2, first run on the used set from Q1. Hopefully this can get us through, but if it can't, then oh well. Through the left. Nice. I don't like how the visor cam looks at the walls, so I'm sure the drivers won't be looking at the walls. They'd just be committed to looking at the racetrack, looking at what's in front of them. Purple first sector for George. Now Lewis takes it, but that's because they're the first two out there. Kind of expected Lewis with a 13.1.9. That's what the pace was in Q1. And we're on Q1's tyres, so that's not bad. That's not bad indeed. George coming through the second sector, DRS, all the way down this straight. Braking at the 50 metre board. 27.3 versus 27.2. I think there's like a tenth between them, not even. As we come around to the final sector, shutting DRS, taking the left-hander, not using too much of the apex, not going too wide either. Lewis uses a bit more of the racetrack, and as George goes P1.
So we need to get that done.
Lewis goes P1, there's so 400s between them. We stay in for the rest of Q2. Who is that? Stroll possibly out. Piastri's on a flyer, Gazzy's on a flyer. Could Stroll be in trouble? Could Sainz be in trouble? Let's see. Gazzy coming around the final corner in a moment or two. There we go, through the left. Doesn't use much of the racetrack. Up to line he goes though. What's it going to be? P12. No. Carlos Sainz get through, but can Piastri knock Stroll out? No, he can't. No major dramas. Russell gets a tiny bit held up there by a Alpine. I would have got this video out earlier, but I've been using Dovetail Games, Trains and Worlds Formation Designer all day. looking great. Purple first sector for George, green for Lewis. Lewis gets massively held up there. So that's pretty much his lap over, but we might as well just keep pushing. George hasn't actually set a quicker final sector than Lewis. Up to line, Lewis goes. Making sure to conserve everything. Nice, what does Russell do? 4 tenths quicker. I actually set Russell up for 2 flying laps in a row. But no way are we going to improve stuck behind this house. And I think we're either on a new set or an old set. But into the box we come. Into the box we go. Right, starting the final flight. Oh, do you know what I've done? I've not taken George to just 1 lap of fuel. I've still got him on 2 laps of fuel. Oh no, that is bad. That is a huge quali bottle. Lewis is on 1 lap of fuel, so hopefully he'll do well. But George is on 2. That's bad for me. Really, really bad for me. But, oh well. It is what it is. Green from both drivers in the first sector. Hopefully Hamilton can get P4 or above, I'd hope. Maybe. Depends on where Perez goes, because I want him ahead of one of the Ferraris at least, I hope. To the left, it's another green sector for Lewis. It's a yellow sector for George. Yeah, I just wonder, maybe if we don't fill him up so much with fuel, or even sent him out earlier, if I knew that was the case. That could have been better.
You've taken the checkered flag.
But oh well. George goes up to the line. Improves to P4. Lewis then beats him by only a tenth when he has like 2 kilos more fuel on board. So that's not bad. Alpine and Perez are the only 2 left on flyers. So other than that we should be 4th and 5th, but Perez and Ocon are on fresh. What can Ocon do? Up to the line he goes. Where's it going to be? It's... He ain't not ahead of us. What's Perez going to do?
It's P4. Another.
Splits us.
Okay.
That's annoying. Oh well. It's time to race.
The drivers are lined up on the grid here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit, preparing for 50 flat-out laps under the lights. The anticipation and excitement may be building up, but there's a cool head on Carlos Sainz.
It's a promising position for them starting in P3. They'll be looking to make the most of the slipstream.
This should certainly be a good one, folks. It's almost time for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and
It's lights out and away we go for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. I've gone for a 2-stop on both drivers with a soft medium, hoping that will play off going high overtake aggression, because these are the laps where it's all to play for, as Hamilton gets overtaken by Perez. Maybe, hopefully these aren't all the laps that are here to play for. Hopefully we can have a few more laps. Yeah, our car's not where we want it to be. It's better than last season for sure. We're not fighting the Aston Martins, they don't seem to have made too much of a set. We are fighting the Red Bulls and Ferraris now, but we're just not, we're not quicker than them. And our car-on-car analysis actually says we're slower than Alpine and Aston Martin, so if they get upgrades before us, then we could be the 5th best car before we know it. So, just like Mercedes in real life. But we'll just keep pushing. We've got 4 upgrades on the way. Two will have big impacts. The underfloor and... Oh! What is this? Safety car? No, it's too early to box for our strategy. We have to stay out. With both cars, we have to stay out. Hards could make it to the end though, I reckon. Maybe we go hards. What caused the safety car? Oh, come on. That's not a safety car. You can get moving again. Okay. Everyone apart from the top four has bit. That might be bad, but it said soft to hard.
We're good on tyre temps.
Or the strategy where we would have boxed. It would have been 30 seconds slower. I'm not doing a strategy that's 30 seconds slower. Anyway. Lewis just lets Russell through without me telling him to. Okay. Alright, Perez gets Hamilton. We are struggling, although Stroll is holding up Leclerc. And Russell's fighting Verstappen. Down the outside of the hairpin. Can you get him? Can you do it? Not quite, not quite. Oh, actually you can. Never mind, he's in the lead. I was just watching Lotus. Two Red Bulls are now going to start fighting. Get George to use everything. We've got quite a bit of fuel that's spare. Leclerc has got past Stroll. It's on lap 16. It's George's optimal pit lap, but we're going to stay out a bit longer because the safety cars helped us on tyres. Yes, nice. We're going to be in a terrible gap though. So that's the only thing we need to stay worried about. Perez takes the lead. George is fighting him though, but just look at the exits they're getting compared to us. It's unbelievable. I sound like Lance Stroll. Anyway, into the pits we come for a new set of the medium compound tyres. I think it is the medium compound tyres. Yes it is. Oh my, 3 second pit stop. Oh my. This is not going to be a fun time when we need an actual good pit stop. Anyway, out in last, but we got a lot of ground to catch up. George pits the next lap. Lewis is like 2 seconds faster than the cars in front. On your marks, it's set, go 3.1. Wow.
The car's coming.
The fastest pit stop is a 2.9. We're 14th and 17th. We've got a lot of work to do on those. So our drivers avoid hitting. Lewis gets Ricardo. Russell then gets Ricardo and Lewis got De Vries. Russell then goes for De Vries but can't quite get him. Lewis is on the back of the train ahead. Russell trying it on De Vries. Is he going to get it? Is he going to get it? Down the side he goes. Nice, gets it. Lewis trying to get one of the Williams cars. He does. Nice. Lewis then goes around the outside of Joe. Where Joe is going to fight back. Okay, okay. Our cars are really getting put through its paces today. We have a lot of overtaking to do on slower cars. Car we suck in the high speed. Look at our exits are terrible and we're slow in a straight. We need rear wing and underfloor upgrades as quick as possible. And suspension, can we take defence into attack, get up to in front of Piastri. Now we're up to 12th. Hamilton can run away as Russell goes through a Williams and Lewis is now fighting Tsunoda. for 11th place. Nice, he gets it. Tries to run away. Does so. George gets Albon. Joe pits and Albon gets a mega exit. Because he's an AI and a F1 manager. Let's go. I think I'll get Albon. Shouldn't be celebrating like getting a Williams and a Mercedes. Albon, is he going to fight us? No, he comes into the pits. Okay, Alonso comes into the pits. Russell gets Tsunoda. Tsunoda gets us back on the exit with a huge exit. Lewis is ahead of Verstappen and Norris. But we have to make a second box soon. Ooh, yellow flag. Is that going to turn into any virtual safety car? This is perfect for us to pit under. It's almost made for us. Gonna get our revenge or redemption for the safety car that happened earlier. In comes Lewis. In comes George. Lewis will come in this lap.
Understood.
If he can get round in time. Virtual safety cars last a while in a full manager.
So we've got a debris on the track.
The pits. Nice. Out again.
Okay.
At the moment, everything is looking okay.
Carlo's going to get him. George is going to come out around 14th, I think. Around P14. So, yeah, not bad. Mr. Freeze has a slow stop. But he's in Alfa Romeo, so I guess it's 2 true. Lewis comes into the pits a lap later while the virtual safety car is still out. .1 seconds to stop. These stops are really poor, man. Really poor. Is Lewis going to come out in P10? Or P10. So points are given for Lewis today. As we go green on lap 32, I think. 33. Lewis gets past Tsunoda. Now next is Alonso. As George gets past Daniel Ricciardo. Twice, because if once wasn't enough, he had to do it twice. Lewis goes for Magnussen, because Alonso's caught up to Magnussen. He just can't quite get in. He's trying everything he does. Now he's finally got him. He's trying to get Alonso as well, gets boxed in. Magnussen comes down inside. Lewis is squeezed in the middle. Backs out of that so he doesn't DNF. And now Lewis is going for Alonso because Magnussen's now quicker. And we get him. And hopefully we can get Magnussen run away because Russell's starting to catch up to the train. We get Magnussen. Now all we need to do is run away as quickly as we can. Let's go. Lewis gets Alpines. And you can see the 2 Ferraris there. I think Lewis got a shot at the podium.
Last safety car.
The safety car, however, is not what we needed.
So
It's Magnussen, so Russell will gain a place, but now a red flag puts everyone on fresh starters, and George is going to be 11th. Annoying me. Let's kind of put George out the race, I think. And Lewis is on for a podium, possibly. So that's quite annoying. Oh, George is going to be 12th, because I guess Magnussen can re-enter, although we have got quite fresh softs. 92%. Take that. PRS disabled. I don't think it'll be enabled for the rest of the race. I think there's only like 3 laps left, no? How many laps are left? Anyway, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Let's slice that and away we go. Oh, 5 laps. There you go. Lewis is up to P6. Thankfully he made a move before the restart. No. Get that Alpine back. Oh, as George is up to 10th, he's made 2 places. Or did they start in 12th position because Magnussen wasn't out at that point, as Lewis is defending his spot from Gasly? So was there a missing grid spot on the grid? I don't know, but he's definitely gained Norris. Oh, George gets both Aston Martins through a hairpin lunge that you'll never ever see again. And George then gets Gasly. George has really come alive. Lewis gets Esteban Ocon, and Pierre Gasly and Lance Stroll started fighting away, which led into contact because it's Lance Stroll. 3 laps to go. Lewis is fighting a Ferrari now. Can we get him? Yes, we can. Up to P4 for Lewis Hamilton. Esteban Ocon starts fighting George, 3 laps to go. And as we finish, P4 and P6.
P4.
Well, we qualified 1 place lower than last
That was a
race,
solid performance
but that was a
from
mega
Lewis Hamilton
comeback
today.
after that first safety
It was
car.
a really good drive. A nice finish in the points. I imagine the team will be very happy with that.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet another podium to his already impressive record.
That's their second win of the season. A brilliant talent who looks so at home on the track.
And finally now, the drivers can relax after an eventful weekend at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. And as proceedings start to wind down here, what will Mercedes have made of this result, Karun?
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't. I think their main target now will be finding some consistency for sure.
Okay then, and a big thank you to everyone for joining us this weekend here in Jeddah.
And for the next round, Formula One is heading down under. Exciting times ahead in Australia on the shores of the Albert Park Lake.
With 2 Red Bull double podiums to start off the season, it's very likely we're going to be in the constructors, or very unlikely that we're going to be in a championship battle with them. But we can take Ferrari. I'm sure we're a lot closer to P2 than what we were last season. We just got to sort out those pit stops. But anyway, make sure you like, subscribe, turn on notifications to never miss out another upload, and I'll see you next time on Australia. Goodbye.